PM, he says woto woto. They need maximum pressure to be able to pack out. So we are ready for them. You know, the worst thing they ever made was allowing us hold the weapon they are holding, because as long as the Biafra Republic government in Ezra is existing, and as long as people like us, people like Simon Ekpa are alive, we will continue to wage this war until they pack out from our land and recognize us as a sovereign state. We will continue to wage this war, even if it takes us 50 years. We are not the first people to do it. The Finland covering Simon Ekpa today did it. You know, many countries did it before the Taliban could chase the US out of Afghanistan and occupy there. Even if not those we are looking up to, they fought against the US. The Vietnamese, Israel did it. Israel had to bomb Britain out of the state of Israel was created. You know, so we are not shaking our mind, and we are hoping that after 2nd December that this Biafra liberation will be taken to a more higher volume. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having contributed a wonderful, and I would also like to give it to please. You know, you have been sending me mic requests. I don't know if you don't know how to request for mic. I've checked that and I've not seen any request here. It's only you that I have here. So you can send me requests so that I can accept, so that you can as well contribute positively to this very program. Other people are not be sending me requests, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. None of them have sent me requests. Are you sure you are there? I've checked my request, so they need to contribute their own quota to this very program. So I've not seen anyone sending me my request. So please, are you hearing me? Hanek, are you the only one hearing me?
Yeah,
Hanek?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
And
Please, if you are hearing him, you can indicate by
yeah, they have not sent me a request. They have not sent request. They have not sent me request. So I don't know why. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you are here.
Some of our people, they come to listen. So
They come to
you
listen.
have to be more of a teacher.
Yes, I understand. I understand. Is that? But I need as well too. Okay, I think someone just sent me a request. Let me check. Okay. Okay, approved. Mr. Executives, please you can go ahead and give us your own contribution to all this very program. What do you think about this topic? What do you think about the fate of Nigeria after the Biafra Declaration? Go ahead and do that. I just accepted you now. You can mute your mic, please. Executive, are you there? Please.
Can you hear me? Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Audible. Can check if I'm audible.
Very audible. You are very audible.
My greetings to you. I'm so happy to be in your platform. I salute you, the whole co-host. I've not seen your co-host. I also want Sir William. I've seen Sir William. I greet you, sir. And Anachi. I respect. I greet you. Benova is here. I greet you, sir. President here. I respect. I greet you, sir. Onyinyechi. I greet you from my area. This evening. Good evening. KZ4. I also greet you. Fine. My greetings to you. Chichi. I also greet you. Adam Skate and Obi Kamba. I greet every one of us in this platform. The topic is the fate of Nigerians after Biafra declaration versus Lagos Buhari. But for me, I will not much say this is my say here, but I know that after the declaration of Biafra, everything will change. Finland will come to Biafra land, and the government will change everything that is not functioning as it's supposed to function, and there will be a good, let me say, a good infrastructure, a good government, and everything will work according to the way it's supposed to. I would like you, the host, to emphasize much and give us more information on the topic so that I will know where we are going and let me not deviate track. But seeing at what fate the Nigerians will have to be prepared because they will get their visa to come into Biafra land. Because Biafra land will be heaven on earth. This is a new generation that is taking over and no unhallowed hand will stop it. This is what I can say. But if you can emphasize much on the headline, let's know where to start. Thank you for giving me the mic. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Executive, for having contributed wonderfully to this very show. I know, just like our PM used to say, that it's going to bring Biafra in Nigeria. And truly, Biafra is going to come in, and it's going to come. It's going to bring suddenly. It's going to bring Finland to Biafra, and truly, Biafra is going to represent Finland in Biafra land. And they know that they know for sure that they're going to miss us. Yes, no, that's why you see the Lagos case of land grabbing of this and that, because they know actually we are going. They cannot buttress the fact that we are leaving the corrupt entity called Nigeria. So at this moment, I would like to. Let me check. I still have other people. Please, if I accept your mic, I would want us to waste much time. And Mr. This person, unmute yourself. University, have you spoken? I don't know before. I don't know, but the executive and
Yeah,
Hani.
we were talking before we asked you to go and record the space.
You
Because
put your own, contribute your own idea towards this very program here, the fate of Nigerians after the Biafra declaration versus the Lagos brouhaha. So go ahead and unmute your mic. Thank you.
So please pardon me, just a minute. Would you mind?
All right.
Would you mind including this subject? This man they called Peter Obi. Did you hear that the stupid man has finally, I wouldn't know, accepted to be vice president? Do you want to include it to the subject matter? So,
Yeah, let me include it. It's gonna be more interesting. Let me include it now.
please,
It's gonna be
please,
more interesting
please,
because
please,
I saw the.
please. It's
I'm doing
very,
it right now.
yeah, it's very important. Can you see that idiot went to scuttle Biafra? Do you see that man does not?
Yes.
Do you see that man does not deserve to stay a day longer in this world? Did you see that? Thank you.
Yes, I saw. I saw that.
John, all these guys you see out there, whether Peter or B or all of them, those guys are fucking dead. If the Alpha people, even without talking about Biafra alone, for this fact that these people have been suffering our people for a very long time, the poor people supposed to rise up against them. You understand?
Uni-
So all of them, they are working dead
university,
by the time.
university. You can't begin
Yeah,
to imagine how angry I am. I'm telling you that you don't know what that man
I'm
did
telling
to
you.
us. The man is more dangerous than even the
Person that
Fulani
opened his
people.
mouth, he's dead mouth to say that the enemies of Biafra died 52 years ago. Since I heard that thing, if I see Peter Obi, I will be the one to kill him myself. I'm telling you. So that's how sad it is to me. You know, all these people make all this noise because somehow, Nigeria have been able to make some criminals to look like God, to look like important people. People who are not qualified to even do anything are the one running the country and running everybody mad. And people are telling I don't give a fuck about Lagos. I'm not from Lagos. But you see Biafra land, nobody will have peace until that land is liberated. I'm telling you. Nobody is going to have peace in that region. As far you are in my land, you are occupying Nigeria with my land. People, we they come home. We are going home to go and protect our own fatherland. You understand? Nobody is going to do it for us. And thank God that we are still very, very young. We are still hale and hearty. We never do anything for this. I'm telling you, it is this Biafra that is what we are going to do. And that is why we are looking for resources everywhere. That is why we are organizing everywhere. We from the coastline of Biafra are just that they are deceiving them. And most of them, it is not their fault. They don't know. If they can come to a place like this to listen to Biafrans talk, analyze Nigeria pieces by pieces, many of them will be, a very good number of them will change. Because, when God was promising Abraham that he's going to give him a promised land and is going to deliver him and his people from the bondage of their enemy, it is not all of them that believe the preaching of Moses. It is not all of them that believed even the preaching of Noah until it started happening. One thing that is very important in this phase that we are in today is that both the spirit, the dead, the living are against Nigeria, and the whole heaven and earth have approved the restoration of Biafra. So it does not matter whether you are a governor, you have been there, you have been working for Nigeria for over 100 years, you have served Nigeria, and you never serve to the best interest of our people. You never serve to the growth of our people. You never serve to the development of our people. You have not built anything in a not hospital. Everything that exists in by us. You cannot say that you build hospital for us when the quality of the hospital you build, the standard of the hospital you build, not up to the revenue, internally generated revenue that you generate from our land on monthly basis. I have not talked about the resources, so I have not talked about the crude oil. I have not talked about the gas. I have not talked about the uranium. I have not talked about the bitumen. Since they found uranium and lithium in the area of Okwama Tugeli, those people have never known peace up until now. It is one attack or the other. What led me out of Nigeria was when oil was discovered at Abavo in Obiaima down to Ekwoma. These people started butchering our people. They created thugs, cultists. The cultists that we used to see in those days and we'll be laughing them. They brought it to Ikaland. And we fight these people. We fight them. You know, when you are fighting some miscreant from other region who doesn't know what you are suffering, they will start talking rubbish, just like these people in Lagos. I swear to me, if Biafra don't come, I'm going to invade Lagos myself. I will invade Akure because they are Igbo land.
Hello,
Must not live in that
this is one of the hosts. Just network is skipping. Your network is skipping. So
a
I'm
Biafran
gonna
fight.
Rage. Are
You
you here
must
with
know
me? I'm
that.
gonna. Sorry. Please, someone can excuse. Please, Rage. Are you hearing me? I don't know if you're hearing me. I want to put you as a co-host. I want to take a universal activist and the Rage. So you're gonna be a co-host. So I'm taking permission before I do that. Please, you can go ahead.
Thank you. So I am telling everybody who is hearing my voice out there, because I'm not hiding it. You know, this idea of they will cut our land, kill our people, and the rest part of our people, because already we have been disenchanted. We have been, separated from each other. When they are killing one part, everybody felt unconcerned. And as they are doing the killing, they are taking land. They are taking land. And this land they are taking is your land. It's Igbo land. It's my land. And they have been doing it unchallenged for many years. And that's what are giving them this ineptitude, these gods, to feel that, you have to order Igbo man around. You have to decide for Igbo man. You can just be either in Lagos or in Katsina and be talking on the matters of Igbo. What an impetus. What an urge allow happen to people of our standard. A refrag, an entity, because he's wearing agbada or he's wearing bead or because he said he's a king, he is there trying to help to manipulate things. People my race. And all these animals are just you are opening media. If you know you are stupid, and if you are from Biafra land, and you did that the time that we didn't have arms. We need more arms to decimate the enemies of Biafra. That's why these evil people have been in charge of our resources for many years. In as far they took hold of the resources, you can never ever grow because they are not coming to do anything in your life. All those things you see is shenanigans. There are job opportunities for your so-called governors. There are job opportunities for your local government chairmen and their family members. They only verbally or in paper include you in whatever they are doing, but you are not included in terms of benefit, in terms of growth, in terms of whatever they had in mind. You are never ever part of it. I have never seen anybody that have given a manifesto that reflects as somebody who is a son of the soil is giving a manifesto. Even in Lagos, somebody whose father is a Yoruba man because his mother. But in my place, all the people who are ruling there are Yoruba. Their mothers, even the one that come, both father, both mother are Yoruba. They are able to contest election. If you talk, they say it's one Nigeria. It's one Nigeria. As far as you are on Nigeria, if you are living in a place for so long, you can speak their language, you can interact with them, you understand their culture, then you have the right to vote. Everybody from the age of 18 have the right to be voted and to be voted for. But in Lagos,
Hello, I don't know. We are not hearing you, University. University, are you there? Hello. Hello.
acquire how they can make some weapon to come and kill you and take over your place. That is their education. That is the civilization they have. Those people never understand the tenets. If you look at our family life and how we live our life, our day-to-day life, you know that the progenitors and the originators of democracy. These people came into our land, it, stole. They didn't just steal only idea. Even machinery. They stole that idea from Igbo land. To the 21st century. And that is why we are ordering every Biafran, anybody who believes in freedom, to bring out whatever you have. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. Because we need them to be able to protect us. We need them to be able to secure our land. Don't mind what the Ronus and the Afonjas and the Ilebinus are talking about. They do not speak for you. Those who are occupying people's land, they will have to run. Only if you don't listen to them. The only person that you can listen to is the Biafran Republic government in exile. All these other people, they don't work for you. They don't speak for you. They are not there for you. They do not have your interest in their minds. If you are actually one Nigeria, why will a Benin man, somebody whose existence started in the 15th century, is telling some to occupy that I came from you? And another people is in another place telling you that we were conquering these people for them before we sent you there to go and fight against these people and conquer their land by proxy. And you are watching a Benin man who you are far, far older than, even older than their ancestors and everything that they represent. You are laughing with him. He's telling you that your land belongs to him, that you came from him, and you are looking at him. He's telling you that he wants to build ethnicity. People who are not up to 200,000 in population. He's telling you that have millions of your people within that space that you came from them, and you are looking at them because you have never fought for anything strong before. You have never done anything big. The only people who have stand against the world powers, who fought the world war for 3 years and still standing today, is Biafran people. Many were called, but few were chosen. They tell you, Igbo man is a betrayer. The real betrayer are the Ilebinu and the Yorubas. We know them, and they have turned our people to betrayers. And your sabotage and your compromise and your betrayal, because heaven and earth have signed this liberation, have signed this freedom, that it must come, and no man born of a woman is going to be able to stop it. And that anybody who raises hands, ugly hands against Biafrans, is cursed. That is why Nigeria is cursed. That is why Britain is cursed. Anybody who have worked tirelessly, who have sabotaged the freedom of Biafrans in the 60s, they are all dying and they are all perishing and they are all suffering. And it's going to get to every single one of them. As they occupy foreigners in our land, foreigners begin to rule our state. The foreigners' children have taken over today and they are claiming the land. Foreigners will take over the places and this land that have fought against Biafra, kill millions of Biafrans because their parents wanted freedom, to stop the pogroms and the genocide that was going on. They silenced the genocide of Biafran people. And God will silence them in their land. This is a curse they brought upon themselves, and nobody is going to save them from it, because God is the one who made this curse upon them, that is going to inflict them with pain. They will fight wars upon wars, and their fight will never be meaningful until they recognize the damage they have done against innocent people in their own land, who is asking these slave masters and these colonialists, imperialists, to leave the land of God alone. Let my people be in peace. But they pay attention. They kill millions of children. They needed to. They came to steal, to kill, and in the church right there, deceiving and lying against themselves. They will all partake in this cause. Anybody who lives in Biafra land and have seen and have heard and have witnessed and is aware that millions of children of Biafra were starved to death because their ancestors wanted freedom, wanted a better tomorrow, a better future, and a better life. A better life that the zoo, these people, these non-entities who are opening space, who are coming on programs, who tells you that they are not Biafra, give them free visa from the zoo. In the next 25 seconds, nobody will remain in the zoo. They even don't want to raise their children in Nigeria. If you give them free visa, their situation today, they will all run away. That is why we are taking this precious time. This time could have been useful to do other things, but we spend it coming live every now and then to continue to preach this gospel. And of course, if you have heard this gospel and you choose to adhere and you choose to repent and you choose to change, the storm will come and you will be taken along with it. Some people say, that's how they talk. Well, I remember who are going to make sure that this storm comes. And it's already happening to them. That is why the noise in Lagos is. And you sometimes you sit in your quiet place and try to imagine why this so-called, even in the indigenous Lagosians, doesn't know these people. The indigenous Lagosians doesn't claim Nigeria. They don't believe in Nigeria. I have talked to many Lagosians. They don't have the same idea with this set of people. The indigenous Lagosians are not Nigerians and they are not Yoruba. This is a fact. This is a very serious fact. 60% or 65% of indigenous Lagosians don't believe in Nigeria. These are people whom they are being paid, who collect money, who their family benefit from politics. They believe in poverty, they believe in slavery. If they can get something that can feed their stomach for 1 week or for 1 month, and start fighting against for another month, looking for who to collect from. These are saboteurs. These people, himself, his own future, the future of his own children is the one that he is compromising. And that is the life he lives. If you think I'm lying, happens to be somebody who have enough money in your pocket and look around you. All your friends, they want to take money from you. All men that wants to get out of Nigeria, they want to go away from that sphere. Before, I used to send money to a lot of people. Until I decided, oh boy, if I continue like this, I may not be able to, stand something for granted. People are suffering. The country is bad. Take 50K, take 100K. Oh boy, my wife deliver and the doctor charged me 150K. As I they talk to you now, only 50K I get. Okay, no worry. I go call person, make he send you the money. Now immediately the money enter, I'll send you the receipt. This is the life that Nigerians are living. Why the other part of the ones, they go from one politician to another, they go from one Fulani oligarch to another. Some of them have believed that the people who has the power to give power is the Fulani, a foreigner that comes into your land by invasion, by killing of your own people. Even an ethnic group is being rendered useless. The outside ethnicity, their race has been rendered worthless by the foreigners that enter into their house and begin to use them, not only to kill their own leaders and their ancestors, but to start killing other people and invading other race in that country. I mean, this is not a country. In that in this company, in this contraption, those are people you are relying on. Somebody who is being sent to conquer you and change your religion and your tradition. To become, you start shouting Alhamdulillah. When did Hausa people start shouting Alhamdulillah here? In the 1800s. And somebody is telling me that the original religion of the Hausa people is Islam. Are you crazy? Or you are reading what Yorubas have posted on the Google? If it is so, why is he butchering Hausa people on daily basis in their hundreds, sometimes 700? Sometimes the entire village is cleared. Sometimes the killers even get support from the Nigerian military. You are telling somebody to pack out of the village because terrorists said they are coming. So you, my people from my region, who is going to protect you? Who is protecting you actually? Who is your government actually? You don't want to respect it at home. You don't want to vote. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. Who is your government? Who is responsible for you? Who responds whenever you've been attacked? You have screwed all your family members because those ones send money every month, every week. In short, on my list, I have close to 8 people. 8! 8 people. If I send money to these 8 people, my brother, how do I eat? But during election, you go and collect money from a corrupt politician that even your spirit, your body, and soul is not willing to vote for. And these guys comes out, they tell you that the election was free and fair. When they have bought you, when they have reduced you to a common ticket, this is the normal life for Yoruba person to be bought. Yoruba man is just like a piece of paper. You can buy them anywhere. You can. It doesn't matter the event. You know. You see, when they started their campaign against Biafra in the 60s, they said they signed agreement. There was never any Biafrans that took part in that agreement, but they wrote the Biafran name inside. Was it early this year, or be late last year, when they want to sign agreement again? With Fulani bandits, with terrorists and Boko Haram, so that they will not kill them. These are people who have taken over their kingship, taken over their leadership in their region. These people are occupying their villages, their people in the villages. For them to stop killing their people, instead of gathering arms, telling government to support them, or if that government it doesn't support anybody. Anytime these people fight for their right to fight for their own, in the same Nigeria, the same Nigeria will kill them. The charm that they have enchanted these Nigerians with is unheard. I mean, how many shall I identify for you? Nigeria is gone. No matter the brouhaha that is in Lagos, no matter any non-entity, any dead body that is saying anything in Lagos, it is just a cry of a dying horse, because Biafrans have left you behind. We've left you behind, and anything that will make you to be part of us, we will attack that thing until we have put our system in order. Then if you come to Biafra land, you can go to asylum house, because that is the wish, that is what you wished for Biafran people. You come to my village, you will destroy my village and put my people in IDP camp. Put my people in asylum house in their own land. And when they manage to escape from the country, you are communicating with the outside world not to give them asylum. And my people will suffer in the streets of Europe, in the streets of America. And those of you, Anomano, who still live in Biafra land and speaking from both sides of your mouth, who is responsible for you? Who is acting like a government for you? Government is not by killing people. Government is not by carrying arms. Government protect his own people. Government provide job for his own people. Government provide the basic formula in which, the basic system in which everybody operates on in the country to make life meaningful, to make life easier. Government build companies. Government employed foreign personnel to educate their people on any areas of career they want to go into. Government provide hospitals and emergency and social services to meet the immediate needs of the people. Government ensure that it build defense companies to ensure that it protects the people within its umbrella while providing a better life through community development and county development. But you even want to hammer. These are the type of idea that comes from a society like Nigeria, especially when the idea does not come from the people. When the people never consent that this want for our own life. People in this area, they want to hammer. Even if they don't have the idea on how to hammer, doesn't mind killing his mother and his parents. So one man, they call him Dibie. A Yoruba man that brought to Juju from somewhere is trying to pretend as an Igbo man is making Juju for you. You think that that man is there to corrupt your society, is there to destroy your society. And you are going to him for him to make a kind of Juju for you. He won't make any Juju for you. He asks you to go and kill family members. And you kill your family members. You know, before when they were doing this thing, they say, Igbos like money, Igbos like... The people who are doing this are Yoruba people. Go to the media and see how many heads of human beings that are in their hands. And you are there. You think that anything can come out from these people. The only thing they wish for you is death. And when you have died, they will take your house, take your children, and take your beautiful wife. So that the Biafran wives, women are very beautiful. They are not just beautiful, they are the most caring women on this earth. And they are not poor. That is why you see them, all these LA Ibunu are running after our women. See, car women, they be like Oyibo, they go yellow pot. They want to kill you and possess all these blessings that God has given you. And if you keep quiet, these your women will try to resist them, and they will overwhelm them and want to use them as sex slaves. Just as the Oba of Benin have been using Igodomigo children, girls, as sex slaves, economically chasing them from their land. What they never understand is that these Yoruba people in our land occupying our space are there for conquest. They have turned the young boys to this. Close to 45% of the Migodo land has been killed through courtism, organized from the palace of the Oba of Benin. They have economically overrun Edo, and all the young girls, they are everywhere in the world doing hookup business, doing sex slaving, and on what have you. You know, they don't see it like that because the idea to them is that the slavery is over. But that's a very big lie. The colonization is in full gear. If it was over, we not have an organization called Commonwealth. The Commonwealth of who? Your own Commonwealth is being siphoned by an individual who's made you to join that group and then using you of colonizing you by proxy. And you think that these people speak for your interest. All of you who are occupying Biafra land, occupying Igbo land from down to Abaka, those of you who fought against Biafra, you must be wary from my family. You must. Thank you very much, Mobility, for opening this space and this opportunity to speak. I think you don't know how to issue co-host. I suppose you learn Biafran spaces. You get to have a co-host. Sometimes all these bad guys could be attacking you. When you are restarting your system, your co-host will be in charge. And when you have given your own presentation, your co-host has to support you in bringing people and taking control of the space while you relax and flows like that.
I just sent a co-host to executive. I don't know if state, but I'm sending co-host to you now.
Executive, did this co-host they sent you? Can you accept it?
Executive, are you with us?
na-enyekwa ya ahụ isi ike, na-enyekwa nchekwebe na ndokwa, ka ihe niile nke ọ tụrụ anya ime ka o mezuo ya site n'ugbu a ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. Ise, nna ihe ndị a na ihe ndị ọzọ ka anyị na-ayọkwa gị ka ịkwadokwa ụmụnne anyị ndị na-enyekwa ego ogbo maka nnwere onwe a na-akwado awa gọọmenti. Nna ka ibiko mee ka akpa ha na-abawanye na mmụba, na-abawanye na inweta ogbo nke a ga-eji na-akwado ihe a na-eme. Nna ibiko anyị nwa na onwe anyị nọkwa ekwu nwantịntị ka ị na-enyekwa anyị ume, na-enyekwa anyị arụ isi ike, na-enyekwa anyị okpo ka anyị nwee ike na-atụnyekwa na nge otu anyị nwere ike ị na-atụnye ka ihe a na-agba mbọ ya ka ọ nwee isi tụmadị n'afọ a nke a na-abịa na njedebe. Nna ihe ndị a niile ihe ndị ọzọ anyị chetara ma ndị anyị na-echeta, biko ka imezuoro anyị ya ebumnuche anyị n'aha gị bụ a na-etu gị bụ ebighị ebi, si n'ebighị ebi ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise. Thank you once again, the lovely people of God. Ụmụ Chukwu okike abịama. Today we talk about our enemies, the perennial enemies, the Fulanis. I call them Fulanis because they are fools and they think that they know it all because they have backings of their criminal masters, the brutish, the terrorist vandals themselves that now see themselves as colonial monsters. Our God will destroy them beyond repairs. Just as like the zoo is going down on daily basis, they themselves will continue to go down on daily basis. And we will be glorified and exalted before all nations. In the name of Chukwu Kabiama, we also pray. He said, their own is that they come with a lot of lies and deceit. First, they tell us that they are the first educated people in the zoo. They tell us that they are the most civilized nation in the zoo in Africa. But all those things are lies because you cannot be educated and the first university in your lands was headed by Igbo men. Igbo men, is it Lagos, is it Ife? We are the one that headed those universities because they don't have anybody at that time to amount to that position. So they use their media to distort the truth and then propagate lies and deceit all over the places. They tell us they are civilized. I don't know how a civilized person that engages himself in lies and deceit, treachery, killing, beheading of human beings' head, turning around to use their evil media to say that we are the one that commit those crimes, whereas they are the one, and they come and tell us that they are civilized. I don't know any person that is civilized in Afanja. Is it Wole Soyinka, the crook that stole what does not belong to him by going during the war to go and receive Nobel Prize that he did not merit? So these people are evil. They are evil in the sense that nothing good will come from them, can come out of them. They never do anything right. You see, their pastors, they are the worst of it all. You see, Bakari, that one lies with his mouth open and with his eyes wide open. He lies with his ear open. You see, the one that they call Adeboye, that one, Abba. That one is the highest deceit. He will tell you that you will go to heaven when you die, but he is buying private jets and enjoying his life with his family. So what kind of deceit is that and lies? And yet they say that they are civilized. They are not civilized in any way, and they can never be civilized. Is it I mean, I've called Adeboye. Adeboye, the one that drinks tea with God, you know, a thief claiming to be a man of Satan, because they are all a man of Satan. These are all, they were all Muslims before they converted to, they didn't even convert. They saw that there is a loophole in making money in with the name Christianity, and they all join and flourish into deceiving people with tithe and offering and lying to them that they do miracles, whereas the miracles they do is fake and audio miracles. If you want to do miracle, you go to where the people that needs it. There's hospital, there's a marketplace where you see mad people. You can perform the miracles there. No, they perform it in their studio, they call church, with cameras. After programming what they will do, and then they will come and deceive people. These are criminals, liars, Olympic pastors, we call them, because nothing good can come out of the devil. Devil cannot give you anything good except destruction. Steal, kill, and destroy. That is what they are doing in the name of civility as a Christians. I will continue to attack them because they are evil, using the name of God to commit all atrocities. They are not good to be, adored or reckoned with. They are fungiers. They are the worst, because they will come as a dove and live with you, and then they will continue to tell you that the land that you inhabit is not their land, that you are a migrant. You see, the kind of people, they are not supposed to live in a place with anybody, any human being. They are supposed to they're supposed to create their own heavens where they will live alone, because they are evil. They cannot come to your land and develop it. They cannot come to your land and invest. They cannot come to your land and farm. They cannot come to your land. They only come to steal and run away and ruin the place, because their hallmark is to ruin any place they habit, just like their Fulani counterparts. They will continue to deceive themselves. They will continue to lie against themselves. Biafra is the hope of common man. Biafra is the hope of the black man. Not even black man, the hope of brown man, because we are not black, and there's no one that is white. There's no white, there's no black as a human race, because our blood are one. The same red blood, the same white blood cells that everybody have, that is what we have, and we are not, our skin is not even black. Our skin is the true deflection of the ground, the sand. When God, according to the Bible, said that He's creating you in His own image. If you look at the sand, that is the color of a brown man. So that when you die, you return to dust. That is it. So we are not blacks, we are brown men. Biafra is the light, and we worship, because they say the truth you know will set you free, not the truth you believe. The truth you believe can never set you free, rather it will destroy you. But the truth you know will set you free, and that truth is Biafra, the light of God. That is what it is. So, brother, we are here to give glory to whom glory is due to, and that is Almighty Creator of heaven and earth. We are here to eulogize Him and to thank Him for what He has been doing in our lives, and especially in the life of Biafrans, because these people, they have killed us for a long time, for ages, and we are still here, which means the hand of God is upon our lives. That is why we are still breathing till today. Otherwise, their plan was to wipe us all out of this planet Earth. But because the Most High is our Father, He cannot allow them to destroy us completely. Now the evil they planned against us, they will encounter it in folds, million folds, because they can never stop the coming of the rising sun. Because we are the true children of the rising sun, which is truth. Biafra is truth and light. And those that worship the truth and light worships Elohim in spirit. And they pray also in spirit. That is why we say Biafra is a spiritual thing. And those that worship Elohim in truth and in spirit will continue to excel in whatever they do. And that is why we are excelling in every aspect of life. Medicals, education, even in governance, all over the world we are there. Even in manufacturing, we are there. Even in production, we are there. And we are doing very wonderfully well, fantastically well. That is why the enemies are intensifying their attack against us. And the more they intensify the attack against us, the more we move, the more we glory into our land. MNK must be freed. Our spring leader must be freed. Even though we know that the more they hold him, the more they go down. Because you cannot hold somebody on the ground and they stand up without the person standing up too. So if the person is on the ground, he is there with you because you are the one holding him. The more they hold Mazin and the Carlo, the more Nigeria deteriorated. The more they hold him, the more Nigeria goes into oblivion. The more they hold him, the more they go into abyss. And nobody can save the zoo from total destruction. That is a promise of Elohim. And that is why we are here today, to preach this gospel, to tell the whole world, yes, we have arrived. Because according to the book of Romans 8:19, so the world eagerly awaits for the revealing of the children of Chukwuka Abiyama. And that is why we are here. You're welcome, my brother Ama G and Mazi. You're welcome. Please do well to share. Professor, you are welcome. I see you. You're highly welcome to this service today. We are learning in this walk. We are not perfect yet because there is no strength. We're only working on God to give us the strength to sustain this walk. And all mistakes are ours. Thank you very much for honoring this occasion today. May Chukwuka continue to sustain you and give you more wisdom to give us these lectures you have always done. My Bazi Ife, you are highly welcomed also. Please do well to share this program, and this is a communal service where everybody is expected to pray to Chukwuka Abiyama for sustenance of this momentum, and then handing him Mazen Nandekala and our Prime Minister over to him for protection and guidance and more wisdom to them and the strength of health so that they will complete this assignment. We are already at the finishing line and no work of the enemy will stop what we are doing. We will continue to progress until the last day when Biafra will be restored and the whole world will feel the freshness of the air, because Biafra will be lifesaver of the whole world for eternity, for the next 10,000 years. Biafra will save the whole world, and there will be peace all over the world. There will be harmony. There will be tolerance. There will be everything good. There will be respect of rule and of law, where everybody will be equal before the law, where there will be justice and fairness, equity, where there is freedom of every aspect of life. That is what Biafra is bringing, and that is what the evil ones are fighting against, because they don't want people to be liberated from the shackles of darkness. You're welcome, my brother Biafra son. This is our worship center today. and we will continue to worship this God we worship, and that God is Biafra. Biafra is our religion. The Most High is our Creator and our Father. We worship Him today. We have prayed. If you are led in spirit to, utter in your prayers, you can take the mic and then let us work together, because as you go to Tamanjafia, we have started, we have started. We cannot go back again. No matter what the enemy is doing, they can never succeed. The Fulanis, with their evil plot against the children of God, they did it. The one that was visible was during Goodluck Jonathan. They never wanted to allow him to become the president of this contraption called SU. They did everything to the extent that they even brought a dead man back to come and be ruling. In the middle of the night, they brought him back when there was no light in the zoo, and the remaining one they have, even the generator, they off it to make sure they bring him back and to ridicule Goodluck Jonathan. At the end of the day, their funjas with their pastors came to confirm whether he's alive or not. And then when they came out, Adeboye Obieye, all those criminal Olympic pastors, they came out, none of them was able to utter the truth that this man was dead. When they came out, we asked them what happened. Were you able to see the Yaradua? They say Nigeria is in the hand of God. You see? The deceit of mankind, the deceit of people that people are looking up to as the men of God. But actually they are men of Satan. They are evil men. They came out, they never utter a word to show that yes, Yaradua was dead, and they brought him back. Our eternal leader, the grace to command Dora Akunyili to speak to the whole world, to tell them that yes, Yaradua was dead. And that was exactly what happened. Even when Atiku and the Babangida came to him to support them to have another Northerner to rule the zoo, he said no, he can never allow that. That the constitution is dead. After all, the constitution is a military decree you gave Obasanjo to implement, and which he has deceived the zoo people that that is a constitution. And he says that when the president is incapacitated or this demise, that the vice should take up. So why are you telling us that we should do a bracadabra so that another who is talking about Igbo? We are talking about Biafrans. So good luck is a Biafran. Let him continue to rule. That is what we are talking, and that was exactly what happened. Then the Afonjas were put to shame. The Fulanis were put to shame because they cannot stop it. They cannot stop it. And Goodluck became a president. And the same occurrence repeated again when their best terrorists, they brought out to complete Usman Danfodio conquest. They called Buhari, a man that was brought from the bush where he was feeding the cows by a written note to be given admission in the military. That was how they groomed this man to come and execute the jihad that Usman Danfodio gave them to do. He died. Our God killed him. He died. Chukwu Kabiyama removed him. And then the Yorubas, the Afonjas, covered it up because they have the media to deceive the whole world. Even when the whole world knew that this pig is dead, they went and buried him in desert of Saudi Arabia and came back to tell us that the rat is not chasing him out of the Asurok, because they brought so many fake imposters to come and represent him. These people are evil. They lied and lied. Even when we were telling them that this is fake Buhari, they say no. They even went and transported him to America to go and meet Trump. The Americans, they are politicians. Their interest is their primary aim. Once their interest is protected, even if you bring a goat, they will accept the person as your president. Even if you bring a cow, a cat, they will accept him as to be your president. And that was exactly what happened. But Trump, being so proud of himself, told them that they should not be bringing dead men to him. It was on record. So don't bring this dead man again to me, because he knew, even when the late Beach, that vampire, the blood-sucking demon of the Britain, made a condolence note to the zoo in respect of the death of their Buhari. They hid it. Even when OAU had a 1 minute silence for the demise of that idiot, they hid it, thinking that they have captured everybody. But we keep on hammering on it. Even when they went and kidnapped our leader, they refused to add that claim on the charge sheet against our leader. Up to tomorrow, they never included it. And then our leader had no case with them, or had any issue of law with the zoo. But because the zoo is a criminal enterprise of the whole world, it's a criminal company of the British criminal vendors. They hid it, and they still keep on holding our leader. And they think all of us will be happy. But they know that they are holding more than 120 million Biafrans in one place. And one day, that place will be busted. The zoo will be busted in flame, and then they will have their teeth to count their tongues, whichever is that suits them. Either they use their tongue to count their teeth, or they use their teeth to count their tongue. But that time is fast approaching, because we are not going to stop. We can never stop. Our leader said we are in autopilot, but I say we are in Biafra Republic government, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable, and that is the area we are in now. You're welcome. I see you, Mecca E. Simon, I see you, E. George Me, I see you. My phone cannot bring out the names in full. You are highly welcomed. Let us continue to share and participate in this worship today, because this is our worship center. Today is our worship. We worship Chukwukabiam, the God of Biafra, because Biafra is a spirit, and it's the only religion we have. Yes, I say it. It's the religion we have, the true religion. So those that worship Biafra will worship him in spirit and in truth, so that they will see the light. Although most of us have seen the light, and that is why we worship him, the Most High God, the Most High Chukwukabiama, the Most High Creator of heaven and earth. We worship him today. So these people continue to do their shenanigans, thinking that they have captured everybody. Up to date, they still hold our leader, a saint given to us from God himself. They think they can hold him, or they think they can do what they claim they did to their savior. That me myself, I don't even believe that he existed. They think they can do it because people then refuse to support their prophet, their savior, and they allow the invaders to kill him. And then they think that we will allow them to kill our own. They can never kill it. They can never kill our leader. They can never even touch his hair. One hair from his body removes, all of them will pay dearly with their lives. And that is the truth. Because their plan was to kill him in Kenya through the POS animals that surrounded him, which he caused, because you cannot be fighting for freedom and then you are being paid from the peanut that is generated from people that think that hope to be freed, and they are using it to pay you, and you are in turn bringing container, okrika container, you load it and you pay. You use the money that people are contributing to send it to the zoo to sell. You bring a pass. You buy bicycle pass. You buy Okada pass. You buy all kinds of stupidity and sent to Nigeria, because Nigeria is a dumping ground and you are living large. You think that people, the blood of people that are contributing the money, will not have recompense on you. The time of recompense have come, and they must all partake in their evil deed. None of them will go scot-free, because this is the money of blood of innocent Biafrans that contributed it. They went and sold our leader in Kenya. Just peanuts. How much did the Britain claim that they spent? They say they spent 680 million pounds. How much was given to them? $9 million. Can you imagine the evil tendency of man? They pay through Malami that cannot even brush his teeth. The smoking wizard. He paid them money in their accounts, which they could not deliver, because they could not deliver our leader. They thought they are selling him, but they never know that our leader was the one that sold all of them, including the zoo, because he told them that he is coming with fire, and at the end of the day, Biafra will come. And where are we today? Biafra is already here. That is the one aspect of equity that I love. Equity said that which ought to be done is seen as having been done already, among so many other principles of equity. Just like he says, equity is the vigilant, not the indolent. We are here with our eyes open. You see, we have a minister that is called Otunwamwanya. That is equity for you. We are always awake, because if you sleep over your right, you can never get it again. That is the truth. We are here preaching this gospel because we know that the man we worship is a spiritual being. That is whom he is. And that person is the creator of heaven and earth, the one that has given us the land of the rising sun. Please do well to share. If you are led in the spirit, you can take the mic and then say what you have in mind. That is why all of us are gathered here. It is not a one-man church. It is not a one-man service. It is all of us. Even if we are two people here today, we can make this service very, very rosy and sweet. At the end of the day, God will know, yes, that we have worshipped Him today in spirit and in truth. That is why we are here. So that being said, we continue with our discussion. The Fulanis think that they have captured and conquered or subdued everybody. But they know, even with their best of the terrorists, known as Shakawi, he told the late Buhari, before he became a president, that nobody can conquer Biafra. Nobody can go into the land of Biafra to conquer it. That he himself will never try it. His own jurisdiction is the north. He will continue to terrorize the north to make sure that everybody in the north is a Muslim. But for him to go to the east, to the Biafran side, the south, he can never do it. Because Biafra is south. Not when the Britain came, they amalgamated the south and the north. The Yorubas just encroached from the Benin side. So we gave them that small place west to inhabit. Now they want to come and take our land. Come to Igodomigod and claim it. Come to Delta and claim it. Come to, they even claiming that it belongs to them. Onitsha belongs to people that we accommodated. They were never a part of the protectorate that were colonized, that were amalgamated by the criminal vandals. Shekau told them that he cannot come. Buhari fought tooth and nail, and as a president, he came in and then went and brought Abanawi, the son of the late Yusuf, and made him the Iswap kingpin to come and terrorize the Biafrans. And during the COVID-19, they were pushing their terrorists with Dangote trailer to the south, which is Biafra. When I say south, it is Biafra. Biafra land is south. They send their terrorists there to, live in the bushes. It took the grace of our leader to give us ESN that chased them out. That battle lasted for almost 3 years. When we were fighting them in the bush, chasing them out. In the daytime, they wear military uniform. In the night, they will come in the bush to help their brothers, and we defeated all of them. It is a long battle for more than 1 or 2 years. Yes, we destroyed them in our bushes. Now they now wear their uniform to come in the daytime to come and they be burning our houses. Shekau told Buhari that nobody can conquer the land, but the terrorist founder, the vice president, think that he was lying and force himself on Nigerians with Tinubu so that he can complete the mission. But that mission was dead on arrival. It was abortive from the inception, from the conception of that idea that he will become a vice president and then deal with the Biafrans. He was dead on arrival. So, my brothers and sisters that are here, let us do the needful. If you are led in spirit to pray, just come and pray in the language of heavens. Any language that is not the language of the zoo, which is the English, is a language of heavens. If it is Igodomigodo, if it is Yoruba, if it is Akwa Ibom, you come and pray it here. It is the language of the ancients. Our God will hear it. Come and give us this prayer. It is very, very necessary because we are here today to praise our God. And that God is God of heavens and earth. The I am that I am. The immortal Redeemer. The omnipotent, omniscience, omnipresent. Olori ihe lori ihe lori enyi. Oke mmiri na-ebu ogwe. Ama ama amasị amasị. That is the God we serve. Chukwu okike abịama. He is the creator of heaven and earth. We are here to praise him and worship him today because this is where we worship. Biafra is our religion. Just like our leader said, time without number. That's when Biafra come, even if you want to worship cockroach or monkey, you are free to worship it. But we have only one true God. We worship the government type of religion they will want to recognize when Biafra comes. That's just a stepping stone. We that are called for this purpose, we know that our religion is Biafra and we don't have any other religion. No matter what anybody does, he cannot stop the coming of Biafra. That is a promise from Elohim. Thank you. Let me see who is on the mic. Mobility. My brother, God bless you for coming. The mic is yours. You're welcome. Mobility, the great man, the greatest man, you're welcome. Today is our worship center. We serve Chukwuka Abiyama. The mic has been given to you. What is going on? I hope they are not attacking. Or should I look for no? Are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go
Am
ahead.
I?
Okay. Yeah, you are coming out. You are coming out.
Please, am I being heard? Hello.
Loud and clear.
Okay.
No, there is a kind of muffling behind.
Hello, I can hear you.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Biafrans. Good morning to you, wherever you are. I say, may the spirit of Chukwukabiama be with you all on this wonderful Sunday. May the spirit of
Yeah.
Chukwukabiama continue to guide you all, protect you all on your endeavors. Whenever it's happening in the front, we'll always be in the back. Whenever it's happening in the back, we are always at the front. Because of what? We are the children of light. And we haven't offended anyone for having forsaken our own freedom. And I pray and I ask God to strengthen every one of us here, to give us the grace, wherever you are, irrespective of where we are. We ask Chukwu Okike Abiama to able to guide and protect us, protect our families from the hand of enemies, give them what they will eat, give them the strength to the good health and strength to continue what they are doing. Whatever the enemy comes to strike them, Father, bring down the enemy. Father, we ask today being I think today is in what is it in Nkwo or Eke? Sorry, I think today should be Nkwo. So we ask, Father, please come and guide us. The spirit of our land, the spirit of our ancestors, come and guide and protect our people, every one of us here, and especially to Monekpa, who has been fighting for the liberation of our own people. Please, Father, come and be with our PM for whatever he's doing. Come and guide him, give him the strength to continue. Send down the guardian angels to lead him to the path of freedom, irrespective of the enemies who have been trampling, fighting tooth and nail to bring him down. But Father, as our declaration is approaching this December 2nd, we ask you, Father, to please grant us the temerity, give us the strength able to carry on this assignment until December 2nd, when independence will be declared, and so that all of us will rejoice in the land of Chukwu and guide your PM from the from Scopulous element who have been planning day and night to bring him down. Father, we also pray that you collapse this entity called Nigeria, for it is evil. It has taken a lot of life. It has destroyed the life of innocent people, Father. We know they have been crying for vengeance, including all those nationalities who have been praying, who have been against us. Father, we ask you to revenge and let the fire of let your fire consume, Father, not able. Father, you said that we should touch not the my anointed, my prophets, no harm. So they will touch it, not my anointed, but do my prophet no harm. Afonjas, the Fulani, wherever you are, I say, let the fire of the Holy Ghost come against you. Destroy that entity called Nigeria for Biafra to be restored. Nigeria is a creation of the devil. It's a creation of a devil incarnate. It comes from the evil forest. It is formulated in order to take life. Nigeria was formulated to take the life of innocent people. Father, we say, be thou exalted and bring down Nigeria into ashes in the mighty name of Jesus. Please, am I being heard?
Go ahead, my brother. You are being heard loud and clear.
Okay. Okay. So, at this very wonderful program, Fulanis, Afonjas, and Biafra, free MNK. Yes, the Fulanis and the Afonjas. It didn't. You're supposed to have included the so-called what they call it, some of our Igbo saboteurs, because they are also part of the reason why our leader is in dungeon. Because when I come across some of them, but very few of them, not but just very few of them, because I know that vast majority of Igbo people who are mostly dominant in the Southeast, everybody wants the freedom of Onyendu. You understand? Because they know he has sacrificed a lot. Many, including all those musicians who claims they are not seeing what is going on, they all know, they all want this freedom. Onyendu has become a mini god in Igbo land now. Whatever you are, you mention Nnamdi Kanu, people give him a very good accolade because he has been there fighting for our freedom. If not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our land would have been overrun by the terrorists. Because the plan of these Fulani herdsmen is to subdue us so that they'll bring up their complete Islamic conquest in the whole zoological republic, because they know that we are truly the people hindering them. We are truly the people that bring a barrier to their freedom. Because without our resistance, they would have overrun. They would have overrun the home country. They would have overwhelmed everybody and taken over. This is the promise they made with their ancestors. The Osman Danfodio, was it called, and the British, because British handed Nigeria over to them as a gift. That is to tell you that Nigeria is not supposed to be a country. How can you present a country as a gift to a terrorist? So to tell you that Nigeria is not a country. And we have been suffering all this plight all today. Our people being massacred nooks and crannies across the nooks and crannies of the zoological republic. And we have endured all this thing for all time. We have never seen any intervention, international intervention, to come and stop the killing and the extermination of the Jews in Nigeria. Nigeria has brought so many of us our lives to end simply because we are in Nigeria, a country that was created without our consent, a country that was created without our own consent. So we have to come together collectively to dissociate and bring down this entity called Nigeria. And if you watch anybody who supports the existence of Nigeria one way or the other, the person must be beneficiary to evil. The person is a child of the devil. Mostly they are from jazz. We all know before, if not today, before we begin to see the real colors of our Afonjas was the aftermath of the Peter Obi election and the whatsoever. That was when we get to know who the Afonjas truly are. If somebody will come out today and tell me that the rate of hatred we have endured from these people, that it will get to this level, I will tell you that it is a lie. But thank God we are seeing it today and it has been manifesting. So our leader, MNK, being the silent voice in the dungeon, has been crying for so many years back that there is a conquest coming and they will be backed up by the political class. Those terrorists are coming to take over. They are coming to take over your land. They are coming to kill you. They are coming to take over your land, to kill you, to take your children and chase you out of the land and possibly take control of your land. And by then, our people was like, this thing is just like a play, a mere joke. And today, if not for if not that we are able to wake up and follow Onyende in time, our land of ancestors will have been taken over by strangers from the Sahel. But thank God that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has done what he has to do. And today, he is paying the price in the DSS dungeon. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is simply there in DSS not just because of himself, because if it is because of him, personally, they would have released him to go. But because he simply refused to give up the struggle. He refused to follow their own footsteps. He refused to sign that useless, that wicked document for him to abandon Biafra agitation and come and join them in their useless, blood-sucking, evil entity called Nigeria. That was the main reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being there in the SS dungeon. Then ask yourself, wonderful people, why is it that a known terrorist who has been killing people on daily basis will be released? And there is a court in that country will pronounce them free. A known terrorist who has been killing people, bombing people, slaughtering people in their farms, in their homes, in church, in public places in public centers and places of worship. They will be freed by the court. That same court that has sworn an oath to protect your right and your right to existence and your basic obligations. That same court will come out and free them, their chief of terrorists, and then detain a freedom fighter. That is to tell you that Nigeria is truly a terrorist state, backed up by the Fulani and the Afonjas, because they are in the helm of affairs of the zoo, the Zoological Republic. So, but the leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has been in the SS dungeon, has been held hostage, not because of what, because he was determined to free his people from the dungeon, because he wants a nation of his own people. That was his only crime. He's crying because he spoke the truth. He's crying because he exposed the atrocities that have been going on in the country. He's crying because he wants a better life for you and me. He's crying because he doesn't want me and you to die in the hand of the jihad. He's crying because he wants me and you to enjoy and worship Chukwu Abiyama in the land of our ancestors. That was his only crime of being illegally detained in DSS. So the war tussle between the court and be going on, the court tussle, not when our leader was released and placed on bail. He was on bail, enjoying his bail. So the shambolic Nigerian law would have given him some stringent law not to allow him to speak to more than 10 people in public. But our leader didn't obey that law because that law is simply infringing his basic human rights. So our leader has to break that law. Then they don't know what to do to eliminate him. They now send Python dance. Python dance came and killed innocent 28 men and our leader's dog. So our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was evacuated because possibly he would have been cuffed up in the crossfire. So our leader was advised to leave. That was why today our leader was went to exile then, and this same court was also calling for our leaders, was blaming our leaders for jumping bail, whereas they know that his home was invaded by the terrorist military. They never ever asked what led to this man leaving this country, but they were just after why this man is not in the court. They don't want to know what led to the reason. To tell you that they are conspiracy, they have conspiracy against our leader. Oh, you send military and your terrorist military to go to our leader's home to go and kill him, and he's trying to escape, and you are not blaming him. O nwere okwu a na-ekwu n'Igbo si na ọkwa osisi nụrụ na ya egbu ya wee nọrọ, mana mmadụ nụrụ na ya egbu ya wee mee gịnị wee gbawa ọsọ. So our leader is not a tree that you expect him to stay and watch terrorists, uncircumcised, dirty terrorists from Futajalons with the Busikat Afonjas coming on military uniform to come and kill him, and he willingly surrender his life to them. He wouldn't do that because he's not just a leader, he's a leader to over 70 million people and the Mandela of Africa. So he has to take shield. Even in the Bible, Moses was being attempted to be assassinated. So Moses escaped to a foreign land where he took refuge as an asylum seeker because he was being threatened in Egypt. They were looking for him to eliminate him. So Moses has to go someday and come back to continue where he stopped, to continue to liberate the people of Israel in the hands of Pharaoh. Even when Pharaoh has threatened him, because a soldier who is alive is truly somebody, he who lives to run lives to fight another day, so to say. And now, if people are blaming our leader for escaping the danger of the attack, those animals, those gullible ones, will also buy into the idea that our leader truly jumped bail. I said, are you people not that foolish? Are you Nigerians, you stupid baboons and monkeys, not that foolish to have known that this man, his home was invaded by the terrorists in uniform? Okay, now our leader has been in exile for some while, trying to continue what he's doing what he's been doing until he was illegally renditioned into the Zoological Republic of Nigeria in connivance with the Kenyan government. They broke international treaties and they repatriated our leader. Illegally, he was abducted. Then our leader has been in the dungeon. Then all of a sudden, they thought it was over for us. The Afonjas and the Fulani stores, it was truly over for us. Not knowing that there has been another Joshua on the side to take the baton from where Moses have dropped it. I call them the Trinity, ranging from Mazi Odumegu Ojukwu to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa. These are the Trinity of Biafra, the Trinity of Biafra. So, and this Trinity from the Father, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, which is our leader, and of the Holy Ghost, Simon Ekpa, So there is nothing that will make this struggle to pass Simon Ekpa. He is the one who is going to restore Biafra. It will never, the baton of this struggle will never be passed to another person. Never. He is surely going to be the end of Nigeria because he is the last Trinity. He is God the Holy Ghost. Because God the Son is already in the DNSS dungeon. He has done what his Father has sent him to do, which is our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu. Then God the Holy Ghost, that Holy Ghost which you cannot see, that ghost which you cannot see will be the one to bring your end. You think you can kill a ghost? That is what I'm asking you. You useless Nigerians, you useless country called Nigeria. Do you think you can fight a ghost? You can't fight a ghost. You can't. You are wasting your time. You can't fight a ghost. You understand? Adehejide Ikukunaka. So that ghost has come to end that your useless project called Nigeria because our Simon Ekpa is indirectly connected to the 3 million souls lost during the war. They are the people standing before him. Do you think our PM Simon Ekpa know what he's doing? Do you think he's doing what he's doing by his own power? Do you think he knows what he's doing? He don't even know what he's doing because that spirit of 3 million souls is what has embedded him, is one giving him that strength to continue. That is why each time you try to attack him, you fail. He looks at you and laugh. Do you think Simon Ekpa is doing it by his own power? He's not doing it by his own power. He is doing it by his own soul. He's a reincarnated soul. If you don't know, he's an oracle. So that is why Nigerian government, you guys keep wasting time. And I have been waiting so far to hear from you guys since you reported that you want to take him to the European Union. Nigerian government has asked you what is still holding you guys. Why haven't you taken him to the United Nations, so to say, or the European Parliament to report him? Because you know that it's going to be a good stride to his own side. Then you all run away. You all disappear and fizzled in the whole air. Because I know you all are jokers. You can never. Nigeria is a joke. Nobody takes you serious around the world because your can of worm has been opened before the world. Your nyash has been battered before the world. The world has known truly who you are. And nobody, I bet you nobody, you are going to lose this war. You're not going to win this war, Nigerian government. This war you think you started, because I know you started this war. This war you think you started, you're not going to win it. You're going to lose 100% because this war is more spiritual. You are looking for Simon Ekpa. You are looking for Simon Ekpa. Our soldiers are in our place, so to say, in Biafra land, so to say, currently where I am. Our soldiers are here defending us. They are here making sure that we are good. And why can't you first eliminate them before you think of eliminating Simon Ekpa? The last time I checked, your soldiers are the one falling. They are the one dying in their numbers. And nobody, sometimes they die and their corpses are disappeared, set ablaze. Then go and capture our soldiers first before you think about capturing our PM. Because if Biafra is restored today, PM will never fly to Lagos. He will fly directly to Biafra land. He is going to land in Biafra land. And that is where he's going to be. So, Nigerian government, if you people are that sensible, you would have engaged this man on a dialogue and call him on a roundtable talk. Because our referendum has been conducted and our declaration has been scheduled to hold on the 2nd December. Maybe somehow you might have tried to convince him, please, can you shift this thing so that we can discuss one or two? Then we now officially agree where you are going to declare. But you people thought that the agitation of a Biafra is just agitation of what will I call it? Do you think that we people are amnesty people, or we are fighting for amnesty? Are you people that stupid? You thought the souls of innocent men, women, and children that died, they died for nothing. Innocent children who were starved to death because of their own country. Do you think they just died for nothing? Because they want Biafra. If Biafra is not that special to them, they wouldn't have died for it. Our eternal leader, Odumegwu Ojukwu, who was rich, who was a very rich person and a very educated person, the first graduate to have joined the military, the military. deemed fit to come out and fight for the freedom of his own people. Do you think it's the money that he doesn't have? He went to the one of the best school in the world. He found out that freedom of his own people is paramount to him. That is why he has to abandon the riches, which even when his father sent him to go and study law, so that he will claim his properties in Lagos, Ojukwu declined and insisted that they want to join the military because it is a call, it's a divine call to come and liberate his
Yeah,
own people. He didn't just start it
mobility,
today.
mobility, please, just a second, okay? Please. What you're saying is good, but I just came in because of what you just said now about shifting it to discuss to agree on a date to declare. No, we are not shifting anything, not even 1 second. Please, I'm speaking on behalf of
No,
80 million
no,
people. Please,
yeah,
please, please,
no, yes,
continue. Your talk,
okay,
good. That one no good for
yeah,
my ear.
no, okay, I'm sorry. You know the reason why I
I know.
said
I
this? I
don't
was
worry.
just
I know
taking
where
it
you're going to. I know where you're
no,
going to.
yeah, understand. As in they have run complete short of ideas. So instead of them to have come to a negotiation term, even if I know that our declaration is December 2nd and nothing will change it, but they would have somehow scuttled it when they would able to have come to a roundtable discussion to say, okay, let us now agree this thing one on one and sign it as a accord. Let the world agree, let's sign it. So let's do this thing this way so that it will be this way, so that everyone will break in peace. But you people thought it's by the use of fire of arms or by the use of force. And we are matching you people on equal measures. Because you people are fools, you people are baboons and monkeys. You live in the zoo, you don't know anything. You are just there. An illiterate baboons on uniform, claiming to nothing on their head. You think you can able to subdue us? Do you think we are in 1967? Even if we are in 1967, were you able to defeat us? This time around, Nigerian government is going to be worse than the tsunami that's going to eat you deep. It's going to be worse than anything. I bet you in the name of God. You will see what you have not witnessed before. Do you think the Liberation Army, the war is just for them only? A time is coming when you are going to see beasts from nowhere. Beasts. They will come out and eat you and devour you alive. Then you will know that these people are truly serious and they mean what they are saying. Because that is what you Fulanis and the stupid Afonjas want. The useless Afonjas. To you, the Fulanis, Fulani, do you think that your voodoo you have, that it will continue to work on us? That your voodoo, that your useless and what they call Danfodio gave to you, do you think it's gonna work on us? Do you think? Don't you know that we were able to coexist in Nigeria was because of decision of Philip Effiong? If not that Philip Effiong and the souls we have lost decided to say, okay, let's not surrender this war for now. Do you think you people want this war? Or do you think you people are going to force us into that contraption? We did. We fought you people. We fought you people ruthlessly and we killed a lot of your soldiers. We killed them. Because we have lost so many children due to starvation and hunger policies being imposed on. That was the reason why Philip Effiong have to say, okay, now we have to officially bring this war to an end for now. Because of a lot of souls has been lost. A lot of people have died. Children have died. A lot of Kwashoko have been killing us. But for now, we are bringing a pause to it. But these children I'm giving to you, if you doesn't take care of them and treat them well, their children might end up rising against you. And by that time, you will never ever win. You will never win the war. And what is happening today? Exactly what Philip Effiong spoke. Ojukwu never gave Philip Effiong the mandate to surrender, but Ojukwu left, was advised to go on exile. Ojukwu was advised to flee. He's not even flee. He was advised to leave during the heat of war. Because Ojukwu wasn't just fighting Nigeria, he was fighting the superpowers. Which everybody knows that Nigeria didn't fight a war. They have never won any war on their own. They only fought war by inviting countries to come and join them. And you continue to hear the so-called giant of idiots, giant of stupid animals who doesn't have anything to offer. Come on, Niger. Niger is threatening you people and you cannot do anything. Go to Niger now, fight them. Why did you stop invading Niger? Because you know they even when Niger kill 5 of your general, your mediators, your generals you sent to come and they're not even that they came for war. They came to negotiate. Niger killed all of them, and they challenge you to come. You cannot do anything, and you are claiming you are a giant. Giant of what? Giant of baboons and monkeys. That is who you are. Giant of looters. Giant of killers of its own citizens. That is what you are. I claim you are a giant of Africa. You cannot even face common Niger who challenge you. They openly acknowledge you and say, come, we are ready for the war. And you cannot go. And you claim you are a giant of Africa. Then how then do you think you are going to defeat us, Biafra? How then? How? I'm asking. So our leader, eternal leader, Otumegwu Ojukwu, has to go and join the military to liberate his own people. Because Ojukwu has the money. His father has everything. He's one of, I think he's the richest man, the richest Igbo man in Nigeria as of then was Louis Ojukwu. But Ojukwu didn't, to see that whom God has appointed for this liberation, they are not, God always go for those people who are not hungry for money. Same thing to our leader, Mazen Nandekano. So Ojukwu came from a very rich background. Odeono is a very respected, noble person, and he went to school in Oxford, England, one of the best schools in the whole world. Ojukwu abandoned everything and said, no, I have to fight for my own people. Because it's very paramount to him. And you useless Igbo Efulefu, useless idiots, who has been thinking, saying no manner of rubbish. Because you have 1 or 2 naira in your account, you think Biafra should remain in Nigeria. Are you stupid? Today, Nigerian government, this war you brought to our land, you are gonna lose it 100%. Because you know what? In the history of freedom fighting, we now gain. We have able to what? To gain the support from US now officially. If the people of the US have officially acknowledged us, just the way the Speaker of the Congress has, you have never known, more are coming. This is just an exodus. More are coming out gradually to support our quest for freedom. If US, so to say, the world power, the Minister of Justice have endorsed us for our freedom, then who do you think again is going to go against us? Is it Israel? Israel, who is always on our side? Of the world, we have IPOB over there. We have a Biafra Republic government over there. They support us. They want us to have our freedom. Nigerian government, and I ask you, what do you think you are going to do to stop our freedom? Nothing. So the best thing you will do is to acknowledge our self-conducted referendum. Maybe we can do business on bilateral agreements. If that is the oil, if oil is your problem, don't worry. Don't worry. We'll give you people oil. Don't worry. If oil was the reason why you doesn't want us to go, we'll give you people oil. And to some of our brethren in the middle belt, I know some of our good brethren are there who have been cycled by these rampaging terrorists, jihadists. I know their lives are under threat. I'm giving you my words. We are coming for you. We are coming to defend your land, but not until we restore our nation, Biafra first. Then our soldiers, some of them will be deployed to your side, because they will not just let you people to die. Some of them will be deployed to go and fight the terrorists in your side. Don't think that when we have Biafra, we will not come. Don't worry. We are coming. And if the attack is too imminent, we will give an asylum to you guys when Biafra is restored. Then we'll allow you people to come and stay somewhere until our soldiers flushes out those jihadist terrorists before you can go back to your land. So do not lose, do not capitulate. I know you people were like, oh God, why didn't you make me one of these guys? Do you know if these Igbo people leave Nigeria today, we all are gone? What is our fate? Don't worry. They're not going to do you anything. They're not going to do you anything. They were doing all this madness simply because we are in Nigeria. And that is why you see them doing all these things. Their target is to take over our land, but they have failed. They have failed completely. Please, am I being heard? Can someone indicate if I'm being heard?
Loud and clear. It's just that
Okay.
take their time. But our brother Ifan is here. Maybe you can give him a bite.
Okay, before I will round up now, in essence, the Fulani, and to you, the Afonjas, let me come to your side. You, the Afonjas, is that you have been I have naturally placed curse on you people. You are going to lose your land because the little opportunity you have to liberate your own people, you people are using it because of your wickedness against Biafrans. You doesn't want to see anything good from us. Instead of you people to fight for your own Oduduwa Republic, you are busy fighting people who doesn't know you exist. You are busy fighting Biafrans who are already out of the entity called Nigeria. To you, the Afonjas, I say, time shall come that your land will be overrun by foreign people. They are going to take over your wives. They are going to clean you people up. They will bring, under 24 hours, they are going to bring you people down, just the way they killed 4 of your obas. And you people did nothing about it. The Fulanis are coming for you guys, and they are going to tear you people into pieces. To you, the Fulanis, remember that your own end is going to be the last end. You can do what you can do now. I can bet you we are coming for you guys. After we have restored our nation, Biafra, we will going to march together with the good people of Hausas and the good people of Middle Belt to bring you people down. I think, thank you, and let me yield this mic. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. You have already saved me from the pain of talking too much. Thank you. God bless you more and more with the wisdom that you have always exhibited. Thank you once again. You have touched so many things. In fact, I don't know where to start again, but you made a point of kidnapping our leader. That point is very salient. And you cannot keep something on nothing and expect it to stand. The zoo knows that they have defaulted in breaking the known and unknown laws, and then they are keeping our leader to themselves without any backings of the law anywhere. You know what Equity also said? He said, "He who comes to Equity must come with a clean hand." Ask yourself, does Nigeria have any clean hand? The answer is no. So we are there already. We are waiting for them, and we are going to dissect them like the way we dissect our chicken and eat. That is the beauty of it. My brother, your hand is up. Ifeanyi,
Sir,
please take the microphone.
Sir William, just 10 seconds. 10 seconds. There's something I want to read out for some jackasses all over the world who is from Biafra
Go
land.
ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead,
all
sir.
the jackasses from Biafra land, from all over the world. I have something to read for you. This did not come from us. It comes from a next to you for the news on this. Look at what he wrote. You fully jackass should be ashamed of himself. I was against Simon Ekpa, but when I saw him entering US and talk with senators, I give up. Not even Ojuku or P2B can achieve this greatness. Simon Ekpa is the greatest Igbo person, that is Biafran, greatest Biafran person alive, greater than all billionaires in Nigeria. All the jackasses, this is coming from somebody who hates Simon Ekpa because of your evil narratives and the unverified news you have been spreading, not news, but propaganda you have been spreading all over the world. But now the eyes have started opening. So I'm just wondering what you jackass is going to do. The best thing is for you to sneak and go and support Biafra, pay your money and shut up. Go ahead, my brother.
Coach, you have made my day again. We that are chosen, we know that our prime minister is the quagmire. We know he's the hand of God. The hand of God, the beauty of it is that when it falls on you, it crushes you. And when you fell on it, you are a goner. So he's the hand of God. The answered prayer, just like you are always calling him, he's the answered prayer, and then the gate of hell can never prevail over him and the Biafra. In that case, Mazi, please take off the microphone. Your hand is up.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday to all of you. Am I being heard?
Loud and
Okay,
clear.
thank you, Sir William. I want to greet every one of you. Mobility, you spoke very well. I also want to greet my brother Christopher and Gochukwu, and many more. I want to thank my brother Christopher. He's doing a marvelous job. Last 2 days ago, I saw him in a space where he was trying to educate our brothers that are still one leg in the zoo, one leg in Nigeria, that are still peeping if Nigeria will got better. Bet they doesn't know that Nigeria is gone and it's finished for Nigeria. So the topic, this topic is very, very interesting. I don't really know why they are from jazz. They try to tell our stories. Anytime they open space, they try to talk about us. They try to dig about us. They try to dig our secret. They try to know our secret. Really, I'm really sick of that. These people don't even want to look what is befalling them or what is in time to befall them. They don't even want to look after it, but they are only concentrated in our freedom that we want. So sometimes I really ask, are these people really human beings? Are they human beings? Did these people really reason? I don't know. All these Renault boys, I don't even know where they came from. But I can assure them that we are going home and they cannot stop us. If they are in this space, maybe anonymous, they cannot stop us. You, Yoruba, Afro, you people cannot stop us. The only thing I will assure them is that 2nd of December, let them come to Biafra land. Let them come and fight Nigeria to defend Nigeria. Then they will meet what they want. They should stop being on the space talking about our internal leader Ojuku, or they should stop. That one doesn't move us. It doesn't move us because Nigeria has never won any war. Musa, the chief commander terrorist organization Nigerian army, didn't have that position as normal merit. He went there by backhand. You know how Nigeria do that things. It's always corruption upon corruption. It's always give me something, I'll promote you. That is how Musa went there. Musa have never fought any war. Musa have never gone on battlefield. He always stay in Abuja and be ranting on social media, talking bullshit. Hmm? While others go outside to fight.
He's a TV commander. TV commander.
Maybe they will start hosting Musa in all Zoo television channel. Musa, you are a failure. You are a failure, Musa. You are a failure. What your plans against Biafra, it will not work. Before you finish fighting this war, Musa, before you go back to your village, you will go to your village and see Fulani in your homeland, in your village, in your house, and you won't do nothing. And you will be crying. Musa, stop coming to our land. Stop sending your boys to Biafra land to die. If you want to fight for Nigeria, come to Biafra land. Our PM have given you many, many challenges, Musa, that you should just come and stand on Opiweka Bridge there and put a live video that this is me, Musa. Then you will see what will happen to you. But you are afraid. You keep on turning around in Abuja, jumping to one station to station to talk bullshit. Nigeria was created not to exist. Nigeria was created not to favor us. Nigeria was created not to work. It's a failure. Nigeria is a failure state, and that is how it's going to remain a failed state. It's never going to work. Anybody still hoping that Nigeria will be good, that person is dreaming. How much is dollar now to naira? Almost going to 2,000. 2,000. Can you imagine? And every day people keep jumping on media saying that they want the goodness of Nigeria. They want to bring development in Alibo. Which type of development do you want to bring in Alibo? For the past how many years you people had independence? Why haven't you people bring that development? Today, this morning, our PM posted an article where a man a man US government gave him a court verdict to withdraw about 200 million US dollar from Nigerian account. If you read that article, you will see that when the man will start Sir William will start planning the goodness of Nigeria was since in 1983. He started planning if Nigeria will be better. He even went abroad and tried to import food stuff. But what did they do to him? They seized it and jailed him for 3 years. Can you imagine? Now in this 2024, he won case against Nigeria, and the US government gave him a head to go and withdraw money in Nigerian account. Nigeria is a fair something. I don't know why people always saying that they want the goodness of Alibo. They want Alibo to. How do you want Alibo to progress under Nigeria? They can't. Fulani will never allow you to progress. They will torment you. They will frustrate you. They will give you high BP. You will even die. And when you talk more, they seize your property and even jail you on top. This man was tortured by SSS, by DSS.
If I, sorry, my brother, if I,
Yes.
let me tell you something. Let me just make this thing clear. When you see people come up and tell you that they want to illegal development, these guys are sent by these criminal politicians that have worked for many years that cannot even generate ordinary common light or drinking water for old woman or a pregnant woman. They are just sent just to deceive people, just to buy time. You understand? So when you see these guys, somebody who want to develop something in their villages or town, let me use an example. Minister of Finance. I overheard him Minister of Finance of Biafra. I overheard him say he wire light in his village. Did he come to social media to come and announce it, to come and Twitter space before he make all those little development before this time he joined Biafra? The answer is no. So just forget these guys. They are just working for politicians just to deceive gullible ones, and not for people like us. Go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, thank you, my brother Ogochukwu. What you said is right. These people that are championing that they want the goodness of Ali, but these people are criminals. They are criminals. They are just fighting for one position or that, or to scam those in America their money, which they have been doing that for many times, many years ago. You know, these people are never ready. They don't want the goodness of Alibo. You want the goodness of Alibo, you don't have to come on media to say it. You do it by physical, not coming on media to be begging for funds. And please, we need to help 20 students from here. We need to help 20 students from this state. I- Is that a development? After schooling, what do they do later? They will stand on the street and be doing prostitute. They will be driving keke. They will be hawking on the street. After all the school they went to in Nigeria University, after all the money you spend for your child after the school, maybe you think she or he will got a job, but last the person will be on the street hawking. After finish hawking, Nigerian government will still torment him. Guy, Sha, I've finished talking what I have to say. I don't want to take much time. So, Sir William,
Thank you, my brother. You have really made the points clear. The Janjaweeds, they are gone. Biafrans, they are gone. Even our POAs and the political criminals, the scammers we have as politicians, they are all gone. And they will be buried very soon. Take the microphone, it's yours. Professor Noah, please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning from my end. Day one. Happy Sunday. I think today is Nkwo, so I say happy Nkwo day. Uh, I really don't have much to say. Yeah, I greet everybody in the house, my brothers and my sisters, Ochukuni of Wado, Amuche, the Thunder Man, Ugochukwu. I greet you. I call you the Thunder One because when you speak in all those spaces, it's like, your voice, they disrupt their frequency. So It confuses them when you talk. And the fact that you say it with no atom of fear, it confuses them. So I greet everybody. Agujegwe, I greet you. Mimi Ventures, everybody. I greet the house. Mobility, wonderful speech. I mean, you did justice. I appreciate you. I really don't want to say much. I just wanted to add to what the last speaker spoke. You're right. In this our wonderful, so wonderful zoo. Let me use that word. When was the last time any of the so-called generals that they are putting as defense staff or defense minister went for war? The only thing they do is write exam and they get promoted, or if at all, somebody will recommend them for promotion. So they know nothing, absolutely nothing about the act of war or anything. And rather than them trying to put their house together, they are there prognosing, doing the job or the well, you can't blame them, the tidings of their paymasters. Nigeria as a country is a failed state. They've been committing crime. And now the newest crime is the binaries guy, BS, that US has begun to seize properties based on what they are doing to that man. They think it's the zoo king, queen, or king sitting in a royal house that they are dealing with. They don't understand that they are dealing with a totally different system. The queen, or the I like to call it the queen because as far as I'm concerned, that was where the evil started. The royal house in that place called England can abandon their own because it's part of their plan to try and hold Biafra down. But you cannot hold a man who is an American citizen and torture him to that extent that the man is using crutches and expect that a sane country will not speak out for their citizen. That is exactly what they don't understand. They are so used to crimes, committing crimes, that to them is normal. So they do certain things and expect no repercussion. But what they don't understand is now, like they will say, they are going to learn, and they're going to learn the hard way, because not just the other governments, we, the Biafran government too, the Biafran people have their time, and we'll teach them how it is done. If you want to play like an animal, we will treat you like an animal. If you want to be a human being, we will treat you as a human being. But as far as I'm concerned, they have no atom of human beings in their body, because people who value cows and goats and rams over people's lives, they are not human beings. So you shouldn't treat them as such, you know. And to their funjas, their own case is even worse. They spend so much time lately trying to rewrite people's history, forgetting that you cannot tell a people who they are, especially when their history is embedded in their bloodline. For a while, you might succeed, but when the people begin to wake up, and in this case, you just need a few people, you don't need everybody to wake up at the same time. If a few people wake up, just the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, look at what has happened today. The difference they don't understand that in 1967, we didn't have this much people talking. We didn't have this much access to media. So then it was okay because they were the ones who had the control, doing all what they are doing. So it was easy for them to control people by what people read and what people saw, just make up stories and everything is fine. But in this our time, out of every 10 Biafran, let's say 6 are already awake and they are shouting. So you cannot come up and make up stories and make up unheard histories and let people accept it. The one that is even more, annoying to me is when you see some of all these pictures they post. They will show you. They will say, this is women in Abriba. They were naked. Let me tell you people something. Most of those pictures people see and they are written in books. Most of those things were not done normal, because a people who first of all, were a people who their fabrics were sold as far as Portugal and Brazil and just name it, to the North Americans. You will now tell me that they didn't have clothes in 18th century? It's impossible. When these British people took over, when these British people came and colonized, they did all kinds of rubbish. Most of those pictures that they now put and say this is a culture in Ikwere that are wearing only one kind of funny clothes or one kind of funny beads on their leg and they are naked. This is how they dressed in a. No, those pictures were taken out of duress. Because one thing you should understand about these colonial people was when they took over, they wanted to break you mentally. And what they did was try to attack people's mindset. Because they know that those things they take, it's going to be there and they would use it to deceive the people coming in the future. We had silk. We produce silk. We produce aquite. We produce all kinds of fabrics. For crying out loud, stone carving was dated long before here in Uweli. So what are you talking about? So if people who have such technology could not know how to wrap themselves or cover themselves, I see all these pictures, they post it and they will put a funny date on it and say 1820. So people. And I'm like, people should understand these things. When these people, it's normal conquest. When you take over a country or you take over a people, you tend to make them, you subdue them, subjugate them to what you want them to be. And those things will pass down for a long time as long as you have power. What happened to your royalties? Your royalties were not walking naked. We were not people who were naked. If we want to agree that we were the people who our history is embedded in the Bible, were the Israelites naked people? That is the first thing you would ask. No. If you want to come by that narratives that we were the first, let me use the word, the cradle of creation started from this part of the world, were we naked people? Civilization started from this part where the people, let's even go to even our neighbors here, the Egyptians, were they naked people? So how come they will sell you a narrative of such annoying photographs, especially all these Afonjas? They will just come up with some stupid stories and post it there and put a foolish narrative and tell you, oh, this is this and this is that. But meanwhile, when you actually go deep down, go to their museums, you will see the stories. You will not see any narration of naked people in this part. The Afonjas are busy going around telling people, oh, how primitive and how everything we are. But yet, they are the ones that have skull factories in their lands. There is no day that goes by. Even this morning, I was so disgusted of the last post that happened in, is it not Shagamu? Yeah, Shagamu, I think. These are the kind of people that are writing stories, and these are the kind of people that are giving you histories. And then the one now they are trying to sell to you is that, oh, the ancient people of Igbo, they are so ancient that they don't have their history cannot be dated. It's not true. If there is a beginning, you would find that beginning. We didn't drop from the sky. We were not people who just appeared. There is a beginning. We have a beginning. And our beginning has that history running down till this time. They come up and make up stories just to dismay you, just to make you feel less. Okay, now we say, okay, we are barbaric people. We want to go. Still, they don't want you to go. Because it's like you leaving and then everybody's ashiri too because everything they've been claiming that they did. Oh, yeah, continue now. Now, wahala. It's definitely going to be wahala. It's definitely going to be wahala because they cannot keep up. So the only way is just it's a very sick mindset. So the only way is let us make them feel lesser than they are so that they will not want to go. But it's impossible. It's impossible. We agree we are barbaric. Let us go. So you people that are civilized, hold your economy and let's see how it will last. Ask yourself this question. When the British did their so-called amalgamation and their so-called independence, what happened to all the companies that they left in control of the Afonjas and the Fulanis? Can you find one today? No, because they don't have that capability. They don't have it. They cannot maintain anything. The reason why, if I can bet it with you, as bad as this so-called zoo is, the reason why it is still floating, it is because there are still some fools that are our brothers who are still holding it. Believe me, that is the reason why, even as bad as Nigeria is still floating, is because the backs of the Igbos are what is carrying it. The backs of Biafrans, this is what is carrying it. And they know. So the only psychology they can use for you is to make you feel worthless and tell you, if you go, what would you do? This is your only hope now. It cannot be. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Let's say for the next 1 month, every Biafran, home and abroad, when I mean home and abroad, in Yoruba land, in Hausa land, home and abroad, decides to just not go to their normal business. Don't do anything that you normally do. Say, okay, you know what? I just want to use it to relax. And tell me what will happen to the economy. It will crash. And that is the reason why they are fighting this sit at home, because they know that, okay, you have, as they call it, a full country with so-called 6 geopolitical zones. One part says they don't want to do anything on Mondays. The entire country is crying. Why? Why should it affect you? If you remove one from 6, you still have 5 now, don't you? Or is it not what it is? So why is the 5 not functioning enough for the country to continue? Why are you crying? It is us that say we don't want to go again. We don't want to do again. We want to sit at home. So what is your problem? Do now. The 5 of you that is there, you are better than 1. Do. It is because they can't do anything without you. But they try to pass these narratives. They try to pass this ideology that, oh, you cannot survive. But meanwhile, the West, let me use what the colonial masters took control over the Northern Protectorate long before they amalgamated the country. They took over that one. It wasn't as hard. They didn't even waste time taking it over. Why didn't they just go and leave them as Nigeria? Why did they have to add? Because they knew that these guys are the laziest sons of, I don't want to use the word, but the laziest of them all. They knew that if we leave these people, this is our commonwealth, the money no go complete. It's not going to work. So they had to find a way to attach you to something that they know that it is going to be running on you. And then at the end of the matter, they still don't give you power, because the day they give you power, you would see the truth. You will see everything they did. And that is the reason why you can never have power. If you like, campaign from now to 20 years. Now, London boy is deceiving himself that he wants to do 2000 and is it to 2027? How you want to become vice president 2020? See me, the fact that you are even the vice president, that person will not win. That is the truth. That is how bad this is. It will not happen. They don't want you anywhere close to what they are hiding. And that's their biggest problem. The country called Nigeria is a crime scene from the beginning. Even if you want to do anything that has to do with bringing people together, it is by law everywhere that everybody has to come together and agree. But no, you didn't. You, the so-called colonial masters, have even committed the crime in the first place, because you went around signing treaties knowing the fact that you were going to do something, a greater evil, not too long away from them. And you did it, and nobody said anything. Okay, we say, okay, you know what, they don't do it. The thing say after 100 years, we'll go sit down and talk. It reached the 100 years now. The people start talking. What did you do? You started jailing them, killing them, massacring them, kidnapping them, all kinds of rubbish. That is where you have, that's one of the reasons why our leader, Mazinam Khan, came out. Because he looked at it and said, okay, una 100 years don't pass. So what did they happen? Did he come out shouting Biafra? At first, he didn't come out shouting Biafra. He came out shouting, let's restructure, let's sit down and let's talk. Nobody listened. And when he himself went deep down and said, in fact, even the thing when I won't even talk, it's an abomination to my land. You know what? Fuck off. We don't want to talk again. We want our own thing. What is happening? You think locking him up there will keep it from happening? Lock him up. The more you lock him up, the worse it becomes. Because, in short, you people are between the deep blue sea and the rock, and in front of you is the devil. Behind you is Ekwensu, because Ekwensu will definitely deal with you. So there's nowhere to run to, because if you release him today, he will not come outside and tell you he wants to be diplomatic. The only thing I know that man will tell you is, okay, so what is the date? When are we leaving? That is exactly what will happen. So you are stuck between Mazi Simon Ekpa and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Both of them will tell you the same thing. So whatever you people want to do, it's still going to come back to this position of what? Biafra referendum. That's what it will come to. Because the time for negotiation has gone. So now the only thing you do is you wake up every morning as early as 6 o'clock. One idiot has opened space and started doing the same thing they did yesterday. Started castigating why the Igbos are wanting. That's what you do from morning to night. Now, the one now they started singing is Anioma State. They started singing that one, trying to see, okay, if we create. And I asked, somebody sent me a picture and said, oh, you it's part of it. I've seen Anioma State inside your people's map. You can still support it. It will all work. I said, Anioma State under where, please? Anioma State under Nigeria or Anioma State under Biafra? Because if it is Biafra, we already know who we are. So where is this Anioma State going to be? In the same country? God forbid, it's a taboo. It's not going to work. All these things are all ploys and ploys and ploys. And the reason why is they know that it's not like 1967. It's not the same. In those days, they had control over media. Nobody envisaged that, technology will evolve. The people will grow, and these people would plan. If they had known that we are a people that don't forget, honestly, maybe one would have stretched that war longer to see how he would be able to alienate every single Biafran. Because it's impossible for you people to think that what happened in 1967 can just be swept under the rug and everybody should just go and sing Kumbaya, hold hands and forget. It's not going to happen. The problem they have now is that in those days, the people who lost their family has told their children, you see these people, we will continue to fight for the fallen. We will continue to fight until we get what we want. So they bring up all these stories of old war, bringing stories of lies that Ojukwu never said, and all kinds of narratives. You forget that during the time of the war, everybody had a story to write. All the medias around the world, both the paid ones and on the unpaid ones, they all had stories to write. Everybody had a perspective about the story. For Christ's sake, that war was one of the first war that was actually televised. It was televised. The whole world was actually watching what was going on then. Or you think it's beans that guy went and set himself on fire? It's because the whole world was watching. Everybody, every press house had a story. The bought ones plus the unbought ones. And the ones who, in those days, who were bought were more. Because then they made sure that they kept us in a way where we couldn't speak, our voice could not be heard. Because Ojukwu did not plan to fight a war. It just happened. It just happened. And the reason why it happened was because a whole lot of people, things went wrong. You broke your agreement. And the funny part is that this same Afonjas were still part of that reason. You think we don't know that it was Awolowo and Obakena Kenzwa were the people who went to him? We think we don't know. All these things are documented. All these things are there. You think he wanted to fight? You think he wanted 6 million people to die? He wasn't a man like that. The man came from a luxurious house. He wanted to enjoy his life. For goodness sake, have you seen his wife? Goodness, you will know that the man likes to enjoy life. He loves good things. He wanted his people to be happy. He didn't want to fight a war. And today, it's looking like he started a war. Because why? The press then narrated something that didn't exist. But you see, the problem with then and now is that the people now, we know better. We are stiff-necked people. We are stubborn. We know exactly what is going on. We have gone to make our research and we are back. And the good thing is, what I'm even happy about, the one who is in front right now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is the one that knows the law, not just the law, international law. So he knows where not to break the rules and how to play the game. He knows it well. So you cannot bring rubbish to his front. You can't. It's not going to happen. Look at illiterates holding people, kidnapping people, and expecting that the whole world should clap. Look, you know what is going to happen to Nigeria very soon. It's like, everybody is watching you, and then one morning is like, okay, you know what, your matter done too much, so yeah, bring it. And thank God people are the ones saying, you want to go to ICC, please go, we'll help you very well. We'll even push you into doing things that ICC will tell themselves, so yeah, you know what, people should come, let us talk. So that you by yourself, you to your own ashiri. Everything, don't get me wrong, everything is being recorded. Including this space that we're talking about, it's standing as an evidence against you, including the spaces that you are paying people to hold, because the truth is out there. And when you are holding all these spaces, making up lies, changing narratives, you are interfering. It's perjury. It's also a crime. So please, by all means, you people should dance the dance very well. We don't clap. Now we don't enter the dance. So let us dance the dance very well. Let's dance to the front of the world so that the world can see the evil. Look at today. I'm happy. And I'm saying this. It would look like film for people's eyes when Mazi Simon Ekpa would address the United Nations. It will be like, film in people's eyes. It will happen. It will be like film in people's eyes. It will happen, and it's not going to be too long. He has already gotten into the speaker's house in the US. How long do you think it's going to take him to talk in the House of Reps in the US? How long do you think it's going to take? It's not that long. Any time from now, it will happen. And people can keep deceiving yourself, trying to collect money that will kill you and your generation, money that is cost, to think that you can stop it. It will happen very, very soon. And just the way you're laughing, that is the day you'll be crying. And in those days, sniper will say away, because that's the only option you would have. I will stop here for now. I think I have a flu, but I'm still listening. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate Biafrans for what we're doing. We're not going to give them that chance. Thank you very much. I yield my mic.
Thank you, Prof, for this wonderful lecture. May Okike continue to strengthen you with wisdom and strength. He said, please, brothers and sisters, do well to share this space, because we cannot have a prof here and we are not too many. We are supposed to be numbering like 1,000, so that our brothers and sisters that are ignorant, or that those that are sitting on the fence, we jump in and join what we are doing. Thank you very much once again. Prof, you have really made this topic very, very educative and wonderful. You see, we have already given Musa the key. Either he comes to Enugu with, overhead bridge with a camera, and then with a Nigerian flag, and show the whole world that he's in the overhead bridge with this flag, or we have given him a challenge to come to Finland if he's a man. I know he's not a man. He's just a mere Almajiri who specializes in camera talks. He cannot go and lead his soldiers in war front. He's only hiding like a cockroach in Abuja to talk on the television. If he's man enough, he can bring his battalion in Biafra land and then be in front to confront the angels of Chukwuka who are dealing with them mercilessly. That is the only promise we gave to him. Or otherwise, let him continue to rant, because they are ranters, just like they are funjas. They will continue to rant. I was happy to see one of their own today kissing the ground in the ring, trying to fight. This is an Afonja who think he can come and bow down to a dead man called Buhari because of money. A man that was doing well in London. He came to deceive the whole world. He knew that the mother and the father, everybody knew that Buhari was dead, and he came to, do abracadabra in Abuja here because of the peanuts they gave to him. Now the gods are dealing with him mercilessly. He will never rise again. Since that time, whenever he enters the ring, he will kiss the ground and come out shamefully. And that is the hallmark of Afonjas. Our those that have what do you call it? Igbo blood, that are Almajiris, that are Fulanis in our land, that can speak. Igbo or Biafran language. Those people, they are shame. They shame me because their destruction will be like a movie magic. They are not going to know what hit them. You can see when we took Osoji is gone. We took Ikenga is gone. We will take 1,000 teeth very soon, and he will be gone. Those other ones that are remaining are just like dying leaves. They are already gone. I see my brother. Please do make way to share the space. Master Mazago Jegbe, please take the mic. It's yours. I can see before your hand start paining you.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, my host. Thank you, Sir Williams. Thank you, my Des Belonga. Mazu Gochuku, I'm greeting from my location. Is that Madam Enohore, our professor? Is she the one that spoke last before you, Sir Williams?
Very correct. Very
Thank,
correct.
thank you, Madam. You spoke eloquently. You have speaking truth and pour light to the heart of darkness of evil contraction called Nigeria Islamic Terrorist Government and their collaborators. Many of them that are here listening, I believe you have learned a positive thought that will open your brain to understand why 99.9% of Biafrans can never ever validate Islamic Nigerian terrorist government. Because to start with, the foundation was faulty. The foundation was created under falsehood and it was man-made. We keep on asking these questions. Who and who agree to become a Nigeria? Because Nigeria was created in 1914, amalgamated in 1914 under the so-called Vandals. And they let us to know that our founding fathers, those they claim that are our founding fathers, none of them were up to 12 years. I believe the youngest one among them was 8 years, and the eldest among them was either 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. So who and who sat in a round table and agree to form this name called Nigeria? I believe the answer is nobody. For that reason, that makes it we can never validate it. And that is why we all are seeing what is going on today in that evil contraction. When Britain left Nigeria, there was a lot of company industries, but today, all of them has systematically shut down. That was the architect of evil against humanity. Going straight to the topic, the so-called Fulanis, they are not indigenous people to start with, but they have been working with collaborating with the colonial Vandals. Those they spent more than 33 point something million and end up only making Krishi. Tell me, those that are in position of authority, those that are managers, every institutions, but they end up bringing nothing, providing nothing, producing nothing, because Nigeria Islamic terrorist government encourage mediocrity. And when looking at their background, they came from the background of what they call quota system. Those that came with less educated, those that came with less qualification, ending up becoming managers, becoming whatever, the head of every institutions. Incompetent people, those with half education, how humanity will expect something meaningful to come out of it, out of there, I believe it's impossible. That is the beginning of their downfall. Mazi Williams, you mentioned about this. I don't want to mention his name because he's nobody. In as much as he will go and bow down to the late former Nigerian president, Muhammadu Buhari. The law that guides nature will always bring him down. The international communities, all of them from A to Z, know. All the politicians, they knew that former Nigerian president Muhammadu Buhari died since 2017. Nigeria have done a lot of evil, to an extent, doing evil to the death, to an extent, doing evil to the nature. Nature must surely works against them because they have shown to the entire world the type of stuff they were made of. They were made up of anything negativity. They were made up of anything darkness. They were made up of anything backwardness. That is why in a country where there is a lot of mineral resources, but lying a fertile land, living in a fertile land, but their people are suffering and dying of hunger. A country deliberately sponsoring terrorism to destroy the farm crops, to destroy the farmers, taking their cows, working in institution, working in the university, chasing the students out from their hostels, using their cows, even in international airports, Mulitara Mohammed Airport, and even Abuja, even using their cows in the National Assembly. What does that prove? Do they think that international community, the world, are not seeing a country where there is no internal war, there's no external war, but their people, the indigenous people, are living in what they call IDP camp, which is internal displaced people's camp? Do they think the world are not seeing a country whereby terrorist kidnappers, we went to the hostel, kidnapped more than 500 students, not once, not twice, stayed off and on. Where do they manage to escape with 500, 400, 1,000, 2,000 students? How do they manage to escape? Where do they hide them? They thought the international communities are not seeing. That is why when we are talking, Nigeria Islamic Terrorist Government is the sponsor of terrorism. No one doubts it because we have the evidence. We have everything. We have the video clips. It's on record, intact. We want them to bring everything they want. We want them to bring it up. They say that they want to go to ICC, whatever. Every document that we use to defend ourselves is already lying down, lying cool in the ICC. But they are keeping calm. The international communities are keeping quiet. They are keeping calm because they know it's not their fight. When something that will make them to come out, arise, they will come out because we have already made our submission. We have already submitted everything that we justified and accepted by every thinking human being. Those who still have blood running through their veins, those who still believe in equity and justice, those who still believe in human dignity. We have provided every evidence that will make them to mark good in everything that we are doing and in anything that will bring our total freedom. They're going to back it up. They're going to support us, but they want us to follow the right path, which we have done with the help of our Prime Minister, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you. You have proven to the entire world that you are equal to the task. You have proved to the entire world that you believe in equity and justice. You have proved to the entire world that freedom is paramount. You have proved to the entire world that we can never, ever validate Islamic Nigerian terrorist government because they are the enemy of progress. They are the enemy of ingenuity. They are the enemy of humanity. We stand with equity, and no amount of deceit, no amount of lies can ever, ever bring us back again, because under this present selected drug baron, Tunumbu, he has proven to the entire world that we are not Nigerians by destroying our properties and our means of livelihood deliberately to impose the economic jihad against us and impose hunger and poverty against the indigenous people, Biafrans, because we want to live, because we want to progress, because we want to develop according to our pace, because we want to reach our potential, because we want to use our resources to develop and see light, because they hate light. That is why they have kept us in poverty. They kept us in darkness. A country that exports crude oil and gas, but import the finished product. How do they expect to survive? How do they expect the international community to see them? I believe these people, if they still have human conscience, if they still have thinking faculty, if they can analyze issues and comes out with a good result and good answer, I believe whoever that hear the word Nigeria will just at least vomit. No human being, those who have human capacity can ever accept to be a Nigerian. It's impossible, because accepting to be a Nigerian is like accepting a name being given to you by someone that is not your biological parent. Because to start with, what is the meaning of Nigeria? I believe the answer, no one can answer that, because it's meaningless. It's nameless. It's a name of insult. When you go to the full interpretation, which is nigger area, it's an insult. Whoever that is educated and still claiming that he's a Nigeria, that person, his education or his education qualification and whatever, is an evil to the entire humanity. Biafrans, this is our time. Those who claim whatever they call themselves Afonjas, who claim that they are educated, but they should also realize the first chancellor in their university was a Biafran, both in Lagos and Ibadan. The first recognized major general in Nigeria Army then was a Biafran. All the academicians, 60% of them was Biafrans. So where are they? Where are they if they claim that they are educated? Where are they? So Biafrans, we have to stand still. We have to be proud of whom we are. And we can never allow those who doesn't know us to write our history. Whenever they are writing our history, they will write our history in a way that it will favor them, in a way that makes their evil plan to succeed, but they can never, because naturally we knew whom we are more than somebody from an outsider. It's like one coming in my family telling me the name of my grandparents, which means automatically if I accept it, which means I'm a bastard. It can never happen, not this time around. They succeeded before because they join hands together with evil people. They say birds of the same feather, they flee together. The same evil they shall reap, because what they plant is what they are going to sow. They subjugated us, makes our land undeveloped. Everything that you see in Biafra land today was achieved individually We contribute money to build our roads, our hospitals, even generate light to our communities. Where are the government? They systematically shut down every seaport in Biafra land and allow the one only Lagos. These are system what we call economic jihad. They shut down all the international airport. This one that happened just recently, the Enugu International Airport, during the former Nigerian president, late Muhammad Buhari, he shut it down. The airport that was built under Goodluck Jonathan, the airport was shut down. All this was a deliberate act to make Biafra land undeveloped. So we can only, wherever you are coming from, you can only land in Lagos or Abuja. To start with, this an evil, and the international community knew about this, and they are not going to come to our rescue. It's we that will start doing what we're supposed to do, as we are doing now. That will make them to realize, yes, these people, they have had it enough, and they have seen all, and now they are acting exactly what we have been expecting them to start doing. Biafrans, our freedom is in our hands. We can never allow this. We can never allow this opportunity to take off from our hands. We can never. God so kind, they thought by chasing us, by frustrating us out of the Nigeria, they thought they have succeeded without knowing they have planted a seed that can never be overshadowed. Biafrans, stand tall. We are going to bring total freedom from diaspora, and that is exactly what we are doing. We have our responsibility. Our responsibilities are to follow every instruction coming from our government, Biafra Republic government in Israel and the de facto government in our homeland. They are the people. They are capable, and they have shown everything for us. No going back. Biafrans, bring out your resources. Millions of Biafrans living outside our homeland, no matter how little it is, make sure take it as a point of duty to keep it up, to keep it dropping, no matter how little it is. One pound, $1, times by 1 million, times by 2 millions, every week, every month. We will use it to wage this war. No going back. We can never allow this to happen to us. We're only fighting for survival. We are fighting so that our children and their children and their children, they have a place they will proudly call their own. That's our land. The land our ancestors left for us. They didn't take it from our ancestors. Is it now they are going to take it from us? In this generation, it's impossible. It can never happen. Biafrans, we must have to stand still. It's an obligation, and it's a task that we must surely achieve. Every onlooker is either a traitor or a coward. We can never be coward. Not minding the so-called political, let me call them elite. Many of us knew why many of them are keeping quiet. They are keeping quiet because Islamic Nigerian terrorist government have used systematically act of terrorism to keep them quiet, because their life is at risk. When they spoke, they will come and eliminate them. When we start thinking very far, all these people, even Iwanyanwu and so on and so forth, those that pass away, the hands of Nigerian terrorist government are behind it. They are poisoning them systematically. We knew. We that think critically, we knew. That is why you see everybody, those that are supposed to speak are not speaking. Both traditional rulers, both religious rulers, because I don't have to call them leaders, because they are not behaving like leaders. The only leader we have today is our prime minister, our spring leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our prime minister, Mazi Simon Joko Eba. They are the people, these two people are the leader that will be proud to come out everywhere and say that this is our true leader, because they are behaving like leaders. They are acting like leaders. They are doing everything meaningful to make sure that our well-being is fully restored. That will make us equal to human beings. Thank you. I yield my mic. May our days be long. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to let the entire world, to let humanity, to let even plant and trees, to let even the sand and rocks, to let even the oceans and seas, to let everything that breathes to see that we are fighting for a just cause, and we are lamenting, and our lamentation has reached heaven. Down, heaven and earth will come and back us, because what we are fighting for is what that rightly belongs to us. We are not asking for what that belongs to others. We are asking for what that belongs to us. We are fighting for live and let us live. They don't want us to live. How is it going to be possible? Please, Biafrans, let me stop, and so that other people can come in. Mazi Williams, may our days be longer. Our Prime Minister, may our days be longer. Professor Enehore, may our days be longer. May our days be longer. All the formidable and truthful and genuine Biafran freedom fighters, both in our own land, both defending our own land. I say thank you. We keep it up. May our days be longer. I yield my mic, please.
All collaborators, wherever.
Sir Williams, are you hearing me? It's like no one is speaking. Sir Williams.
All right, thank you, wonderful people having contributed immensely for this freedom fighting. I say, may God give you the strength to continue to speak, irrespective of the situation we've had ourselves in this failed system called Nigeria. I say, may God give us the temerity, the strong, and the balls to continue, because truly the Nigerian government have acknowledged that truly we are in charge of our land. Please, is anyone hearing me? Am I being heard?
Yes, 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 we're hearing you.
Okay, it seems the host, Sam William, is off the platform. And so the truth remains that in Nigeria, wherever you believe in Nigeria, Nigeria is where you are going to, it is where that's going to bring your dream to end. Nobody actually believes in that corrupt system called Nigeria. Everybody knows what's happening in Nigeria. Even the blind knows what is going on in Nigeria. And that is why we are fighting to liberate ourselves from that evil contraption called Nigeria. A lot of people have died. A lot of souls have lost. Simply they want their voice to be heard in that failed system called Nigeria. Okay. I can't hear anyone. Please, Samuel.